Welcome back to Super Mario Bros. Wonder. So before we get started, because there is one stage left for us, and it's a doozy. Before we get started, there are a couple things that I want to point out, or a couple things that I want to show off, I guess. Okay, it's not that one. That's it. Okay, so, if you need... Now, over the course of the game, I got enough purple coins to just get everything. But if at some point you need purple coins, there are a couple places you can get it. There are actually faster places to get them than here.
Oh, God.
There are actually faster places to get them than here, but this one is the most, like, brain off, if you just need...
Nabbit.
I'm gonna show this off, too.
Okay.
Because also, there is a difference, because Nabbit and the Yoshis cannot be killed. There is a difference between them, though. And if you go in here as... I'll show off Yoshi first.
Yeah, you could have kept me as second player. I could have come in as Nabbit.
I guess. So, Yoshi can't be killed. I guess I can't eat them. But you can eat enemies. That's why you got your tongue, and you've got a flutter jump. So, you do get hurt by enemies. Or you don't get hurt by enemies. Oh, also, walk on spikes. Or you get hurt. But you'll know when I get hit, I get knocked back. So those are the Yoshis. So they can eat things with the tongue, they can flutter jump, and when they get hit, they get knocked back. Nabbit does not have an attack, cannot flutter jump, that worked somehow. And he does not get knocked back. Despite that this gives him less that he can do, especially in situations like this makes him a far more powerful character. Because you can just ignore enemies. You just don't even have to worry about them. This is the stage, though, if you want some purple coins. It's not super fast, but nothing really is.
Also, you're supposed to put the coin magnet badge on.
Yeah, also I'm supposed to have the coin magnet badge on, which I don't have.
There's instances like that.
Yeah, like I would have gotten all those coins. And I would have gotten all of these. And then especially here, you just get all of these. And then you get all of those, and then you get all of these. And then you go down, and you die.
And you can change badges here.
And the reason you die is because you keep the coins that you got. Reminder that the 10s only count as 3s if you get them a second time. And then you go down again. So when you die, you keep, as I said, when you die, you keep all of the coins that you've got. Which means you die at the end here, so you can go back and do it again. And you just do it again, and do it again, and do it again, and do it again. Now, what about all the lives you're missing, you say? Well, when you die, you lose 1 life.
Don't forget to hit this block here.
Oh yeah, the Nabbit block. There's a Nabbit block over here.
Uh-huh.
Heck yeah. So when you die, you lose 1 life, obviously. You can... For every life that you lose doing this, you gain 20-some-odd coins. 23... 27?
You get 27 purple coins total.
27? 27. So you get 27 purple coins going through there. You can buy an extra life for 5 coins. So that means for the 27, you're making a net 22 every time you die. And that's if you take the less efficient, because you can buy...
It's like 5 for 30. It's 20 or 30.
Yeah, like, regardless, you get, like, free lives if you buy the more expensive. Ghosts! So, you are making a good net positive. It's still only, like, 20-odd coins, maybe, at best, 25 coins per run. But you do what you gotta do. Now, if you do die and exit out, or game over, you lose all the coins that you gain, so you do have to beat the stage at the end in order to get your lives. Now from there, I'm going to go to Yoshi. And we're going back to Pipe Rock Plateau, because I think it's this stage. So, yep, right here. Grab this pipe, you move it over. I'm gonna wait. Put him in there. There we go. There we go. Going back here. So where do I go for this?
You're going the right way.
Oh, it's just hidden back here.
Ta-da!
The little arrow. You're up here somewhere.
The final test.
Badge marathon. So they're gonna change my badges periodically.
Yep. So it doesn't matter what badge you're going with, because it changes automatically once you start.
Yeah, because they're gonna give me a different one anyway. Well, I don't have any expectations of winning anytime soon, but, let's at least take a look real quick.
Cat badge.
Give me that. Oh, I I see where we're going with this. I see where we're going with this. Yay. Now a different badge.
Oh, it's float jump.
Okay, so that was one badge. Oh no, there are coins in this stage.
Oh yes, there are. There's also a flag too. Got a ground pound.
Yeah. Saw that coming. I was like, okay, I gotta pound this thing to get it to go past him. And as long as you get enough coins to get an extra life.
It does help. I definitely entered in with a couple less than 99 lives. I did have, like, it was 90 plus lives. And I came out of this stage with, like, 20 lives left. And that's not counting all the deaths I had.
Mm-hmm. Didn't know what they wanted from me.
Don't forget you got the flutter jump.
No, the problem is that I just didn't jump.
Oh, okay.
I just rode it right into the coop. And day 2 begins with me immediately forgetting how the cap works.
You stupid.
So this is post-commentary over this, but hopefully I can give some insight into what I was doing. I entered this with the assumption that everything was kind of on a cycle when you enter the room or stage or whatever.
I'm pretty sure that's 100% purposeful.
Oh, I'm sure it is. But I didn't kind of chill at the start at all because I wanted to make sure I was on a consistent cycle going forward. I did not practice this anywhere other than here, so this is every death that I got into is going to be right here. I did not edit out a single death. I mean, I edited out getting to it to die.
It's not that bad early on. Like, these are just the easy badges to deal with.
I hit the wrong button.
Oh.
I was trying to... Because I haven't used a lot of these badges in a while, so I had to stop and, like, check. How do I use this badge? Each time I get there.
Well, the hard part is too, that even with that power-up, all you're just doing is essentially giving you an extra hit.
Yeah, like, that wouldn't have done anything really for me. I just used it by accident because I was hitting buttons trying to figure out what button made me swim dash.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it's... like, they give you that mushroom early on, and it's just for the extra hit.
Yeah, and the thing that I assumed was that there were no checkpoints.
I kept that secret because I didn't want to ruin it for you.
There are, in fact, checkpoints. I just slipped.
I've done that before. 100% trust that. This one,
I didn't remember how letting go of those things worked.
this one, I remember doing this a lot.
I still didn't remember how doing those things worked.
This one, I definitely remember I could do basically in my sleep now because of the way it worked. That one was because you timed it incorrectly.
Twice.
In a row. Because a lot of it is also remembering what timing you need.
And didn't really know what to do at the top
Yeah.
of that because I hadn't seen it before. So I generally say I will, and I've said this before, I will die to every mechanic exactly once. And I don't mean that literally.
Yeah,
but
that messes with you because you're kind of like, oh wait, there's no safe place, and you're just supposed to keep going.
yeah, and
Sorry.
I mentioned, I don't mean that literally, but the intent, once I learn how to do something, I don't really mess it up again. Just figuring out the timing on there. But you'll notice that for the most part, like, once I get here once, I almost don't die again getting back. Because I've got it down. Like, once I do it, I've got it down. And I just start more precisely. Sometimes you just don't jump as high, and I don't really know why.
I guess it depends on where you just hit the wall. I guess my problem is more or less that I can get a mechanic down. It's just the eventuality of, like, I'm gonna hit the centipede's dilemma for some reason. Which is the ever-lovable, like, I've got it figured out. Oh no, I thought about it. Whoop.
Yeah, just, again, in a position where I'm not exactly sure what to do and kind of panicking, but... But again, you notice, like, I get back there again first try, pretty much. Because once I get it down that first time, it's like, oh no, there's the coin, I have to get the coin.
Yeah.
Don't care if I die, just let me get the coin.
I'm thankful the coins are permanent once you grab them.
Yeah.
Because I think past games it was always like, you only kept the coin if you got the checkpoint.
So I tried to just jump up without jumping on the seeds, and I didn't make it, but I wasn't sure if I just did the jump weird. And then here I had no idea where I was supposed to go. Oh, I was supposed to go to the right. Oh no.
This-
That's in the previous room, but I died there because I was wondering, do I have to do the little spinny thing to clear this? And I didn't do the spinny thing. I did not clear it, and I said, I think I can clear it, but it's safer just to do the spinny thing. And that was my genuine attempt at, okay, no, you have to have the seeds to get past that jump.
Nice climbing.
Nice climbing. This one's kind of BS.
Yeah, this one was the most annoying I had to deal with this. Because, as a slight spoiler for the upcoming bit, after this you get the last checkpoint for this one. And I was very, very much wondering, it's like, is there more than one checkpoint? I need to know, because I need to know what's happening through this. So I kind of just looked at everything, and it said there's like 2 checkpoints, so it's 3 badges, checkpoint, 3 badges, checkpoint, and then the last set of badges.
And then one clean run, because at this point I've done this like 30 times, so... Actually not. At this point I'm down to 82 lives. I didn't originally collect all those coins, but I started to later on. Like, I should.
It's a lot. It's not important.
Yeah.
But it helps because if you go in with 99 lives, depending on how well your skill level is, you'll at least gain some lives for the coins you collect, but other than that, you really don't need to.
So what I've noticed is the earlier rooms after a checkpoint are ones that are more memorization based. Like you can just get it down, you know what to do, and you can cruise through it.
Yeah.
And then the later ones are more technically challenging. I don't know how I didn't die there.
I don't know either.
I feel like I slipped between two fireballs. But the later ones then are more technically challenging. So the 2 rooms before this one, I can just cruise through, like cruise control, make my way to the other side. Whereas this one, I don't think I ever could. But thankfully, you only have to beat this room once.
Yeah, good lord, I hated this room. It was like, get the timing down with the fire bars, and then we'll just slowly make the platform smaller and smaller, and it's like...
Got up there like, I'm springing up. Can I even go in a pipe while I'm constantly jumping?
And then here came my frustration for the entirety of this thing.
This is not a kind room.
It is not.
You can get it down, but there's a lot of precision required, and it's... Sometimes you can do something what feels like precise and be way off where you ended up needing to be.
Exactly.
Like, why did I miss that? There's a lot of time. I died a lot in this room, and I couldn't tell you why what I did was different from what I did another time. Granted, all of these deaths are me just figuring out how exactly did they want me to handle these.
Yeah. Yeah, there's so many times. I think I actually threw down the controller a couple times specifically because of this room.
Like, once I got it down, I was reasonably consistent, but there were a number of times that I feel like, I don't know what I did different there, but I missed the jump this time, thanks.
And then it gives you this room, which is basically the easiest one.
Yeah, this one's like free, almost.
Especially if you use the spin jump the most.
Yeah, as we did. So we're just very used to using it.
Yeah, so you just understand the mechanics so well. You're just like, you can just go right through there. Well, most of the time.
Most of the time.
Yep.
And that there's like, why didn't I land on the thing? I went off the thing and I hit the jump button instead of the spin button because I just got done in this room where you hit the jump button to do the next jump.
Yeah.
So just my muscle memory was like, yes, you ran off. To jump in the air like that, you hit jump again.
That did happen to me so many times where it's like, I should have connected the platform, but the game decided, nah, you went through.
And then here, like, oh no, how do I use this? You'll notice about every time I get in one of these rooms, I gotta stop and experiment some to figure out how do I use this thing again.
It's just one of those, it's actually, like, really simple because it's the mechanic, and you just gotta figure out.
Just checking how many purple coins I had.
Yeah. It's just like, how do you do the grappling hook? Oh, I remember the grappling hook. It's this. It's pretty simple to deal with.
Right into the spike.
Yeah, that happens a lot to me, too. But it's also the fact that when you die on this, you have to go back through the jet run section, which is like, oh my god.
Yeah, and this room, it isn't hard, but there's a lot of times where it's just difficult to tell what you're supposed to do until you've died to it once.
Especially because with the grappling hook, you lose that extra jump.
Yeah, like at this point, you've effectively won. I don't know that yet. So if you hold on to a wall for too long, the grapple goes away and you start sliding down.
Yeah.
It took me dying there and here, and I think one more time before that I realized that that's what happened, and I wasn't just letting off the button by accident. I love how enthusiastic this guy is.
Yeah, that one you have to be really fast about.
Yeah, there's actually a better way to do this. I just risked it and just barely made it. But I figure out a better way to do it.
And then they end you on this one.
Yep.
I was so mad when I first got here. It's like, invisibility, really? With the bouncy stuff?
So like I'm moving around, I'm testing, I'm seeing like what can I see, what can I not.
I was so annoyed that it's like this is where the last purple coin's at too.
And I'm noticing that there's a lot of things like when you spin in the air, there's a little graphic for that.
Yeah.
When you bounce off the thing, there's a little graphic for that. You're generally always in the same spot in the screen.
That killed me plenty
Yeah.
of times too.
You're generally always in the same spot on the screen, so I didn't have the worst time with the beginning of this. This guy, though.
Yeah, because you have to jump and try to make sure that you're hitting him, but you can't see yourself. So
Yeah, you have to like adjust yourself in the air to land on him, but you can't see where you are. So they do put these little flowers around to let you know kind of when to jump in the air, though that's only kind of approximate.
Yeah.
Because if you're just like a hair too late, it just doesn't let you jump. And in this one I found out, if you just book it, this level just kind of lays itself out for you.
Mm-hmm. I think this is where I kind of figured it out too. Is like, if you don't dilly-dally around, the room it's set up to where you can just basically just run through it.
This room was never really quick for me, but I probably could have just jumped over this first fire thing.
It doesn't make it
And
easy
not
because
worried
like
about it.
the first thing is those things catch fire, so you just have to be careful like climbing up that purple brick.
Yeah, like it. I feel like it would have been fine. And like, since you can single wall jump with this, it's kind of a nothing once you get to this point. That single wall jump is just a little bit extra height, a little bit faster, which lets you get up so you can make the jump to the right without issue.
But then they always get thrown back to invisibility. And you're
Yeah,
like,
and then you're back here again.
ugh.
And I'm like, okay, I can handle those fine. I just need to handle this guy. It's like, okay, I made it past the purple guy. Just do it. Just do it. Not gonna worry about that one. Okay, this is it. Just
And then you have to worry
one
about
block at a time. Jump up. Don't overshoot it.
And then you have to worry about getting the flag.
Gotta make sure to get the flagpole.
Because if you don't get the flag, you have to do the whole level all over again. Even though technically it already gave us the badge for all the flags, so.
Which is weird thinking about it, because
You think
you
they'd
don't have all the flags.
Yeah. In your beautiful little picture in invisibility.
Perfect. Couldn't have given me a better shot. So doing one of the other fantastical things he had us doing. Yeah, so final test badge marathon. This took me about half an hour.
And I hate you for it because it took me hours to do it.
About half an hour and like 25, 26, between 25 and 30 lives, probably. Every death I kept in the video, so you saw every death that I had. I don't think it was that bad, because it was so learnable. And it fits well
you are
with...
a super wonder.
It also fits very well with how I play, because people who've been around the channel, you know, I used to solo friggin' raid bosses and crap in Terra and do dumb challenge runs of things.
That's Metal 6.
And this is where that comes in. Like, even... Because as I say, I will die to every mechanic exactly once. And there's not a lot of, like, random BS attacks, so you just have to have your reactions good to dodge these things. There's none of that in here. It's all learnable. Like, you learn how to do something, and I've got it down. Like, once I learn how to do it, I've got it. And it's... So you'll see, like, once I made it through a room, I almost didn't die in those previous rooms anymore. So this is the badge you get. It just makes weird, like... It's like some guy making the sound effects.
Oh. Was that what's happening on the previous screen, like the clunking sounds, or was that something else?
That was something else.
Would you wing?
Yeah, so putting the badge on, it just replaces all the sound effects with, like, weird... It's like some guy making the sound effects. Collect a coin, he goes, wing. Get a mushroom, and he goes, bloop, bloop, bloop. So I was getting my lives back. Since I didn't think there were going to be checkpoints, I figured I was going to be, like, real heckin' low on lives and have to come here several times. But once there were checkpoints, it was kind of a, oh, thank heavens there are checkpoints, and, oh no, there are checkpoints, because now I'm committed.
Yeah. It's a hard challenge, and I know how you get through it varies on your skill level and everything.
And like what you are in particular are good at. And that's where, as I said, this kind of thing where once I get it down, I can just do it again. This was pretty fitting for me. Like, this was the kind of thing that I'm good at, I think. There's a lot that I'm not, but I think this was pretty alright for me. But, like, that's not going to be the same for everybody. And it was a genuinely challenging level. Like, that still took me half an hour.
Yeah,
of sitting down, just going.
I remember that one video came out at the most perfect time where it's like, this is how I felt this whole time doing this. Where it was like, oh, he dropped the combo again. Oh, you dense motherfucker. And I'm here just going like, smashing my keyboard, just like, that's how mad I was getting at this level. It's like, this is the perfect moment for this.
Yeah, and like, weirdly enough, I never got angry. Like, again,
I'm more emotional than you are.
Yeah. This kind of challenge, I also just don't get angry at. Like, I die and I go, dang, right, gotta do that there. Let's try again. But that's it for Super Mario Bros. Wonder.
I like the game.
Good game.
Good game. Good game. Even with that last level, though, that's dependent on you as a player.
Yeah.
But,
good game.
You know,
go play it.
Good game. Go get it. Definitely, like, new gold standard going forward for 2D games.
Till next time, everyone.